MovieWeb.com.
The original Prom Night was a hard R slasher film, and this film is PG-13 with more psychological thrills. Do you think fans are going to be able to appreciate that, or do you think they want to see a more bloody film like Saw?
Well, I think the misconception is that everyone thinks it's a remake, and it's not. So I hope people don't get disappointed going into the theater thinking that they're going to see the same sort of storyline as the original. It's just the same name. So in that regard, I think this is a totally different take on what the whole prom night story is, and it's kind of veered off into a way of it being more of a psychological cat and mouse game, and diving into more of the anticipation factor, feeling for the characters instead of and being scared for the characters instead of being scared that you're about to see like blood and guts and gore and stuff like that. So I hope people don't get disappointed by that, because I'm not a huge fan of seeing lots of blood and guts, and some people are, but I think sometimes it's more scary when you don't see it, you know?
All right, that makes sense. I mean, the original film, you probably heard this question a million times today, it really threw Jamie Lee Curtis into the stratosphere, made her iconic, and kind of really promoted her film career. This is primarily your first lead film, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Are you worried about comparisons to her, or what that's going to be like?
I haven't actually really thought about it until you just said that. Of course, the Jamie Lee Curtis and her original role was, iconic and what it did for her career, and she's so fantastic. But I really don't think that there should be any comparisons, because it's two different movies, and I'm not trying to really be, like that in any way, except wanting to maybe pay tribute to what she did. But I hope people can take this and appreciate my performance and appreciate hers as well, and maybe not make comparisons, because, it's completely two different characters.
All right. I really liked your performance in this film. You were, I think, very natural.
Thank you.
There's a lot of fear that goes on in this film. You're very, agitated the entire movie. What's it like to stay in that level of character throughout a shooting film?
It's really difficult to stay in that kind of headspace, because you want to turn it on and off, obviously, because you're on set and you're dealing with a crew and friends that are there, and you want to be able to laugh and have fun. And I'm not one of those actresses that likes to, if I'm crying, cry the entire day. I want to be able to have a life as well, and so the most difficult part for me was turning it on and off, going back and forth between laughing with the crew, playing jokes on people, and then going right back into hysterically crying and running down a hallway, and still maintaining that same intensity that you had the hour before. So it was really difficult, but I think after a certain amount of time I developed kind of a system on how to do it, and so that was pretty important to me, because it was hard, but yeah, I think it worked out okay, I guess.
Yeah, that it did. The horror genre, speaking of Jamie Lee Curtis, has kind of promoted the careers of a lot of actresses. Naomi Watts, I can go on forever. What do you think this film, if it's a success, will do for your career, and what kind of other films do you want to make?
I haven't really thought about it too much, about the career aspect. I just really hope that people like it, and I did it because I really like thriller movies and horror movies, and I also wanted to be a part of a project where I could be a little bit more hands-on as far as the cast and music and the script, and really get my hands in there and feel what it's like to be, really into the process of making a movie. And so it was a great experience in that regard, and the rest I kind of try to forget about. If I focus too much on, the numbers of the box office or what it's going to do for my career, then I lose sight of why I really do this, which is more about just doing it because I like it, and I love what I do. So I hope in the future that I get to just do more projects that are really rewarding in the way of it being challenging and something new and different, and constantly mixing it up, whether it's a thriller or a drama or a comedy. I never want to be put in a box necessarily. I just want to keep doing different things. And so if this movie gives me more opportunities to do that, then it's only better for me.
All right, just a final question. What have you done since this film is going to be coming out?
I have a movie called Finding Amanda coming out actually at the end of this month, which is a black comedy with Matthew Broderick, and I play a prostitute who is in Vegas, and Matthew Broderick's character goes to Vegas to try to convince me to go to rehab, and inevitably finds that he needs to maybe do some changes in his life. And then I have a movie called Blackwater Transit coming out this summer with Lawrence Fishburne, Aisha Tyler, and Stephen Dorff, and that was directed by Tony Kaye, and I play another prostitute. And then I just finished a movie called The Vicious Kind, which is an indie drama movie about the psychological aspect of people cheating on each other, and that's with J.K. Simmons and Adam Scott. So just a bunch of little indie movies that I really loved doing, and that I'm so glad that I got to be a part of. So those are all coming out next.